Welcome to Saturday, February 15th. And I'm going to start, today is seed starting day, and I'm going to start them in this little AeroGarden container. Now I've got my seeds that I've ordered laid out here. I'm going to start them in a seed starter tray. I've got a completely other, AeroGarden in the other room. But we're going to start, several tomatoes and peppers and some of the herbs and stuff here today. Some of the other stuff might wait until later on into the summer because of timing and cold weather stuff. But we'll go from there. Right now I'm going to work on starting this up in the seed starter tray. A little bit of a sidetrack there because I discovered that my seed packet from last year of tomato seeds didn't have more seeds in it. So I had to go get more seeds for that. Plus, they give you a nice little seed starter log to, write down, I guess, what the seeds are that you put in. But they only give you one. So I went and I scanned that into my computer so I can make multiple copies of it so I can use it over and over again in the future. So, yeah, I bought a few other things. I got to fix a pipe that I busted last year. So, going to work on that tomorrow morning. Right now, I'm going to set about setting this up. So, to get the seed started. So, here we go. That took a little bit of time because after 40 your eyes start going, and the little small seeds in a little tiny hole. I might suggest that you use a toothpick, so because to make sure they get kind of down in the holes. But I planted some. Let's see, a lot of tomatoes, hybrid tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes, bush steak tomatoes, jalapenos, onions, bell peppers, cilantro, cucumber, dill, and sage. So now I'm going to put in the plant food they put in. They say to put 8 milliliters in there, but I'm going to have to look up, calculations, because that to me in my mind means nothing. So I got to figure out what 8 milliliters is. So, but then I'll put it in there, turn it on, and adjust it to herbs is what it said to, and let it go from there. Okay, it took me a minute, but 5 milliliters equals 1 teaspoon. So 8 milliliters, I should be okay with 1.5 teaspoons. So it should be like 2.5 milliliters. Maybe a drop more. I don't know. But I'll go ahead and put that in there and we'll go from there. Idiot. I could hear all that, but of course there's a thing on the side of the little cup to pour stuff in. It covers up the lid. I thought it was just a bare cut, but it has measurements on it from 2 to 10 milliliters. So it should be easier than I thought to actually put in there. Once again, idiot. Everything's plugged in. Everything's put down. My chart for what I planted is here. If I push it down, the water rises a little bit, so I don't know if I'm supposed to, some of the sponges fell when I picked it up. But I guess we'll see how things go. Yep, first time for everything, and I have more seeds, so I made a few mistakes today. I got, the one tray started. Now I have another tray to actually start some seeds in, but I bought some sponges to actually just, start the seeds. But the ones I bought are too big for the tray. So I actually had to go to AeroGarden and order their seed pods, or, seed starter sponges. Excuse me. Now, that turned out to be a stroke of luck because their seed sponges, they're having a 50% off, well, sort of, buy one get one free sale for President's Day weekend. So I, got 2 for the price of 1. So I got, I think, 154, sponge pods coming to me. So I'll be able to start that next week. I've got the makings for all of the planter beds out in my yard, my garage. But I was going to measure and start cutting those tonight. I went out on Friday, or yesterday, and actually bought a circular saw. But, being who I am, I don't know why I didn't think it wouldn't come with a saw blade. Because, perhaps that is why it was so cheap to begin with. So I will probably go and buy that tomorrow. To do the PVC pipe that I was talking about, that I accidentally broke and have the water shut off to right now. It leads out to a yard spigot, but it broke right at a U-joint, so I'm going to have to cut off that U-joint, but that U-joint is right at the very end of a landscape timber that's holding up my yard. Now I'm going to have to dig out a significant amount of that to get to that. So, and I also need a PVC cutter, I guess, to actually cut that off, replace it, and try to go from there. So we'll see how that works out. I plan to buy that tomorrow too. I need to buy some long lights, which are what I have in my kitchen, because if you notice while I was filming the seed thing getting ready, it actually it looked like it was stormy weather, but it wasn't. It was just, one of my lights was out. So I don't want to drive all the way back to Home Depot or Lowe's today, simply because it is about 16 to 20 miles to go and do that. I will probably strike out tomorrow morning as early as I can and go and do that, and we'll see what goes from there. I have a few things I can clean up and work on here, and we'll see what's going on tomorrow morning. So hope everybody's doing great. We'll talk to you tomorrow.